We stand to connect people to great and extraordinary moments. That's what Fridays has always been about. Having a great time around the bar, in our restaurants, around the world. And we do that by ensuring that our people are enabled to have those interactions. Technology for us will never replace our bartenders or servers. They're going to make them better. They're going to create a different level of engagement. I'm competing for mind share on that little screen that people are walking around with. The battle for real estate right now, even though my head of development doesn't like hearing that, is not what corner to put a Fridays. It's how do I get on someone's little screen, and how do I stay there? How do I make it convenient and valuable and worthwhile for a guest to give me share of their screen, share of their mind, and not just their stomach? I need to know who John is versus Mary versus Susan if I'm going to win. I need to know and respect an individual and what they believe they want from me. You got to collect the data that's going to be meaningful, that will create a decision, that will be relevant to a guest. All the data, meaningless, just takes up space, right? Be very careful about what you're collecting and why. Always ask the question, why am I adding this new piece? What is it going to do to make it a better decision, more relevant, and create an action on behalf of my guest? 98% of the people that walk into our restaurants walking in with one of these. So I know who they are. And if I can touch them differently and touch them both when they're outside my restaurant and inside, I can do something special for them. And I become more of a best option and more frequent option. I got social media data, I got POS data, I got guest relations data, I got data everywhere. But I have to get it all together and really stitch the dots, get a 360 view of an individual guest so that I can use it later on. John ordered last Tuesday at 6:30. He ordered a set of items in his basket. And then I noticed that John never ordered throughout the week, just Tuesdays. At 6 o'clock, I sent John a very specific message on his phone. I filled your cart with the same items. All you have to do is click one button. So I did that use case on 10,000 guests as a test. How many people do you think clicked through? That specific of a message, 10,000 people. It was 7,800. Now, for the marketers in the room, that's a pretty high click-through rate, right? But it was personalizing at the right time with the right content, a message that drove the next best engagement. My mission at Fridays is to ensure that we are thought of as a technology company that happens to sell ribs and beer. It means we have to be innovative. It means we have to continue to ask what's next. It means we have to do things for the benefit of the guest that drives a different perception. I care what the guest thinks, I care what the guest is going to use, and what the guest is going to feel is valuable to him or her, because that's how we're going to win as a brand. That's how we're going to win in this industry.